Hello, this is Will Lawrence, and I want to welcome you to jPoint. It's jQuery with Sharepoint. It's an open source project that's being hosted on Codeplex. jPoint is trying to make it a lot easier for developers to create client-side solutions that are both compelling and help to increase end-user SharePoint adoption. A lot of the JavaScript and jQuery solutions for SharePoint today can get off the ground a lot quicker using jPoint. It tries to do all the heavy lifting for you, and right now the project is concentrating on 3 different areas. Forms, to be able to manipulate fields in any browser. Web services, to act like a data access layer, particularly for lists. And web parts, for configuration, to allow SharePoint administrators to localize or customize their script solution, or jPart, without even having to look or change the code. So I'm going to show you a quick demo, and I hope you like what you see. Okay, here's the jPoint website on Codeplex, but I'm going to go over to sharejPoint.com where the demo is. It's underneath the Examples tab, and we're going to have to be an authenticated user, so I'm going to sign in as demo user. Credentials are on the screen here. And this account has to have managed list permissions in order for the configuration to be changed, which would be part of the demo. So I'm going to go ahead and edit Jane Smith, the contact information we'll be manipulating here. I need to add a content editor web part, but need to add a shortcut here, tool pane view equals 2, in order to bring up the web part gallery. Going to add a content editor web part to the page, and while the page is refreshing, I'm going to grab this script here, which is the jPoint loader, which is being hosted by Google Code. Leverage their CDN. So back to the Jane Smith. I'm going to open up the content editor web part and paste that jPoint loader in here. And what that is going to do is load up both jQuery and jPoint. If it's a smart dynamic loader, so if jPoint was already loaded on the page, it was going to not load it again. So it only loads what's necessary. I'm gonna go load Firebug Lite here in order to show you the jPoint object has been. First, we're going to see if jQuery is loaded on the page, and it is. I'm going to type in now jPoint and show you that it's loaded, and it has lists, form, and web parts that I talked about earlier, and some other useful functions. Alright, now I'm going to go back and grab a jPart script called hide form fields to continue demonstrating the field manipulation. So I'm going to paste that into the content editor web part, and when I hit save, the page is still going to be in design mode, and so it's going to show the jPart yellow screen, which is what we call it. It shows the jPart description, and then you can click the edit button. Remember, this user has to have managed list permissions in order to do this. So if I go into edit, and let's say we want to hide the home phone number because we need it to be sensitive from normal users. So we're going to do home phone, and let's say we also want to hide the email address. Email address right now is just @rose.com. Her business phone is fine. So we're just going to hide these 2 fields. And on update, we're going to be talking to the web service parts web service, and then call a page refresh, and then those configuration options I just chose will take into effect, and the hide form fields jPart script will execute and hide the home phone and the email address. And to see the configurations that jPoint has taken care of, hit the edit button and you'll see them right there. Now if you exit edit mode, the jPart description with the yellow background will disappear, and also it'll execute on every single page refresh. So the solution is, in effect, we're using a content editor web part to point to jPoint loader to load in jQuery and jPoint, and then a script to reference a jPart script to run a configurable solution. There you have it, folks. So the jPoint team wants good developers to help contribute with the project on the core API. And we also want all the developers out there to start developing jPart solutions using the jPoint platform and the working deployment framework that is underway, so that we can create better and better solutions for our end users. To get involved, check us out on Codeplex or sharejPoint.com. Our blogs are the best way to interact with us. And remember, share jPoint, it's open source.